What is up, guys? Welcome back to the stream. We're back. We are racing MX-5 at Ledenon, Circuito de Ledenon in France, in the MX-5. Absolutely awesome stuff. Dang, I might get some blue light locking things. You guys can see the reflection of the ring light, but great stuff, man. Absolutely great stuff. Great qualifying run yesterday. I ran a great race yesterday. But yeah, new Red Bull gloves as I showed y'all last time. Also, I don't think there's anybody watching right now. We just started the stream, but follow me on all of these. Specifically Instagram. We have gained a lot of traction on there recently. No followers on TikTok, so specifically follow me on TikTok. Everybody go to TikTok and follow me. But also Instagram. Instagram is good too. And Kick, Twitch, YouTube, all of that stuff, you know, all that good stuff. But yeah, great stuff. And yeah, overall, absolutely great stuff. And just genuinely one of my favorite cars to drive in iRacing, the MX-5. I will now join practice. I'm going to throw it on the different camera. But yeah, absolutely great stuff. If I sit like this, what would it look like? Okay, yeah, the camera's good. Just not a fan of the camera. And if I move it, someone's going to No, I pushed it more that. There. There we go. Yeah, it's better. It might move back, but hello, beautiful girl. Oh, thank you. Hello to everybody in the chat, but hello, my pretty girl. Thank you for stopping and seeing my stream. It is. We're streaming late. Usually I would stream earlier, but I had a class at. It ended at 3, and we didn't get home till 3:45. Of course. I'm getting a call. I will mute the microphone real quick. Scammers, man. They're in full bloom right now. But yeah, MX-5 at Circuito de Ledenon. Running the Red Bull livery, or the Verstappen.com Red Bull livery. Oh, today. Super cool stuff here in Texas. Today was the first day where it wasn't cold anymore. Like, I'm still wearing a sweater just because I want to. It's not like not cold, but it's not hot. It's 65 degrees around there. So it's still a breeze runs. But overall, just absolutely such cool stuff because since it's been cold for no joke the past like 2 weeks, nobody was taking out their cars, nobody was taking out their motorcycles. So it was just kind of like, oh, truck, front wheel drive car. It's all like the 2 weeks passed, right? But then today, I see a BMW, a beautiful BMW S1000, absolutely beautiful. And then I saw a Yamaha R1 in the morning. It was like an R7, I think. I couldn't make out the number. And I also saw a Honda CRX, a Corvette, like the ZR1, which is really expensive. And then there was it's at the tip of my tongue. I can't remember the Porsche 911 GTS or the Panamera GTS. I don't remember which one it was, but it was one of those two. Really cool stuff. Also, I will do a starting stream socials plug. Follow me on all my socials. Follow me on Kick, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. We're at 7 followers on Instagram. I posted a whole bunch of reels yesterday, and we got a whole bunch of traction from that. So, just a whole bunch of good stuff. Also, if y'all can follow me on TikTok, we have 0 followers on TikTok as of now, but very promising results from the TikToks that I've posted. But specifically on Instagram, because teams contact you through Instagram. So whatever support you guys can give, be it TikTok, Kick, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, please follow me on there. It will greatly improve my chances of getting contacted by a Formula 4 team or by any racing team. I don't know if you guys saw the news. I'm not like big on that stuff, but Lewis Hamilton is now reportedly dating Kim Kardashian. I'm not a big fan of that, but it's not my life, right? That is his choice 100%, but I don't know. I don't like when people go into F1 or like become affiliated with F1 for their own personal benefit. Like, right? Like, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? It's like it's kind of like somebody who pretends to like what you like just because you have something to a benefit of them, right? Like, if you pretend to like, I don't know, sim racing because I don't know, y'all get what I'm talking about though, right? And that's what's going on here. I feel like a lot of people have become affiliated with F1 without the sport staying true to itself. But overall, the sport is absolutely great, and I can't complain at all. So, and somebody just texted me. Let me check something real quick. Okay, more stuff. I will jump into qualifying now. I will talk to you all you guys after. Um, yeah, great stuff. I'll talk to you guys after.
All right, there's the checkered flag.
So my laps were not that great at all. My fastest one was 130. My fastest one was a 136.5. I'm 100% sure I can hit a 135.4, maybe. I don't exactly remember what my fastest lap was a week ago. Let me check right here. This was the race I did on Friday. All right. So I'm not too far off. I set a 136.5, and qualifying for last race was a 136.2. But I want to know who had the fastest lap. Yeah, it shows the average lap as a 138. Okay. Oh, okay. So I had the fastest lap on the race, I think. 136, 130. Oh, okay. So it was the guy in fourth place. It was a 135.2. But yeah, overall, we are starting first place. There we are. All right. It'll be competitive. It'll be hard. But that's what we raced for. And yeah. Another fellow Mexican driver right behind me in what I believe is to be a Red Bull livery. So that's pretty cool. Oh, but yeah. I've said this a couple of times, but one of my favorite movies is Top Gun. And Maverick said, let's give him hell. So we'll give it our all. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys after the race.
The estimated strength of field is 961. Let's take opportunity. Waiting on the final carbs grid. Everyone's gridded. Green, green, green.
push the car past its limit. Tires are overheated and understeering.
The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 2.7 seconds.
We can still fight for the podium.
Car 11 has taken the lead. Slow car ahead. Car stopped ahead. You got a slow car on the right. Car on your left. Keep to the right. Still there. Clear. Car right. Clear on the right. The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 36.111 seconds. You're in fourth position. They say you cut the course. You'll have to slow down and give up the time game. The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 35.755. Right side, still there, hold your line. Still there. Clear.
No risk, full push.
You're now in third.
Guy up in front is driving recklessly. He might have a penalty.
Right side. Still there.
No
hold your line.
way. It's a drag race. Oh, I messed it up.
Checkered flag, checkered flag.
Oh, what?
Nice run.
So I don't
Solid
know if that guy
work.
was second place, but I messed up the draft. I really could have overtaken him, but I let third gear red line and that destroyed my speed. But I think he had a second. See, look at that. Let me replay that. Wow, that was a great race overall, but especially right here, man, I just kept look over here. Did he swap in? That's a different car. Oh, I think he might have left. Luo. Serat. Oh, I think he might have left or been disqualified or something. Oh, him. So when do I get close to him? So this is last lap. Oh, yeah. So he just disconnected, but what a good race. And I messed up that last part because actually I think we can just see my replay. Right there. See right here. Like, I don't know what was happening with him, but if you guys see over here, he's cutting everywhere. Look how he cuts right here. He really cuts that corner. That is a 1 second penalty minimum. I don't know how many DQ points, but it's definitely a lot. And right here, he seems to be driving fine. I drove fine through here, fully flat out. And then right here, I was just like getting real close. I went wide here. Didn't hold the brakes for long enough, but just in general, I start catching up, and I don't really want to fight through this corner. But I brake. He brakes really early. I really thought I was going to hit him, and I think I gave him contact, but then right here, it's an absolute drag race. He has a very bad exit. I have the draft. And then right here, I let third gear red line, second gear red line, and that's when you can see I start like losing speed a little bit. Yeah, I still think I went, what, did I finish second? Third, all right. But I do think he had a penalty of some sort or something, but what a good race. Third place, another podium. Hopefully that gets us out of rookies. We didn't have that many. Okay, it hasn't updated yet. I am actually so excited to see that because if we can get out of rookies today, that'll be sick. That means I can race at the Sebring, the 12 hours of Sebring, 24 hours of Daytona next year. All of those big races. Yeah, the thing just finished. Let me check. Does it show? It doesn't show on my phone yet either. It should show up in like a minute or two. Okay, it's not showing up on my phone yet either. I think we just have to wait for it. But oh yeah, these are the new gloves. Red Bull gloves, and the back, the little grips are the Red Bull logo. Super cool stuff. They're yeah, just really cool. They're from the KTM Powerwear. But yeah, they feel really nice. Like genuinely some of the best, if not the best ones I've ever gotten. Hey, look, there's the thing. But yeah, on the gloves, these are motocross gloves. But ever since I started sim racing, I've always used motocross gloves as sim racing gloves. But yeah. Oh, 2.9. We're at 2.9. That's sick. All right. And the fastest lap was a 1:35.755. Really cool stuff. Genuinely super duper cool stuff. Average lap time was a 1:39. I had the fastest I had a fast lap of 1:36.1. Fastest lap of the race was a 1:35.7, which is pretty fast. 45 championship points. This guy started 11th. This guy's blazing fast. Started 11th, finished first. Started third, ended second. Started first, ended third. But yeah, I could have like I really thought he was gonna have a penalty, but 2.9 is great. Generally, we get another race with a podium, and we're gold. That's like great. And then what are they racing tomorrow? It says February 2nd, but they started at 5, and I don't really race past like. There are times where I'll race more. Oh shoot, I've been wanting to race at the Charlotte Motor Speedway for a while, so that's next week. Here's why I've wanted to race here, because it has Daytona 24 like vibes. Y'all know what I'm talking about, like the half oval, the bus stop chicane, oval, skirt. But yeah, great stuff. And I believe that's a bot in the Twitch chat, but I still appreciate it. But yeah, great stuff. Super cool gloves. What a good race. All right, let's see what else we'll do. I think we might practice. Is it Oldham? Yeah, it's Oldham Park. It's a very simple track. I've raced here in the FF 1600, but I do want to see what is. Yeah, it was a bot. All right. You kind of know it's a bot whenever you get a. Like, I appreciate the follow and everything. It's just the fact that they're bots, right? I don't want people to think that I buy bots because I don't. I think it's the biggest waste of money, honestly. I'm gonna see where F4 is racing. So it's at Willow. Oh shoot, Willow Springs. I'm not a fan at all of Big Willow. Like Willow Springs, the racetrack Big Willow. Not a fan of it at all. I like the streets of the streets. But yeah, this one's just I don't know. Something about it seems too simple. And it's like I talked to some of my family a lot about the races that I do and all of that stuff, and they're like, "But don't you like the simple circuits? Like, isn't that a better thing?" And I'm like, "Not necessarily, right? Like, it being a simple track is more so for me like boring because it's just kind of like, like especially if there's no need to brake or like if it's just like a lift and coast type of racetrack, like Watkins Glen is a very fun circuit, but I do think that it's somewhat like that, kind of like lift and coast, lift and coast, lift and coast, but great stuff. We just checked out this one. I think the F4 Fix Challenge might drive on a racetrack that comes included in iRacing next week. No, they don't. None of them. All right. So, yeah, we will be racing the MX-5 on Wednesday. By the time you guys, if I will stream on Wednesday, but I might be out of rookies already because I'm gonna race tomorrow, maybe. I think I might just more so practice just because I don't want to ruin the 2.9 that we have already. But yeah, immediately I'm gonna buy the Porsche GT3R, the Ferrari 296 GT3, and the being the Porsche R because that is a car that I have driven many, many, many hours, maybe close to 20 hours in the Manufacturers Cup, the Nations Cup, all of that. I signed with Porsche a couple of times, and the car is just such a good car. My style of driving, every driver has their own style of driving. My style of driving is very much with oversteer, more oversteer prone setups. So the Porsche GT3 is just perfect for that. The Ferrari 296 is also perfect for that. I do have to test out the because I'm trying to have a rear engine mounted GT3 car, a mid engine mounted GT3 car, and then a front mounted engine GT3 car. But I haven't driven that many front engine mounted. If you really think about it, there's not that many. As the ones I can think of right now are the Ford Mustang GT3 and the Mercedes-AMG GT3 and maybe the Bentley. I could be mistaken. The Bentley could be in a middle rear. But yeah, I'm leaning more so towards the Mercedes-AMG GT3 just because I I've also again I've told you guys a lot of times I've driven that car in the AMG Virtual Championship. Such a great car. I know Monza like the back of my hand after that. So really, really cool stuff. But yeah. Then also the 911 Cup, the 992, the Porsche Cup. I've wanted to race this one for a while. Also TCR with the Elantra N. Yeah, the Elantra N TCR prototype. But these are very high class things that our goal is to get to Class C. Because with Class C, we like it lets us race in very big championships like the Sebring 12, the 6 Hours of the Glen. Um, there's not 24 hours of Le Mans, but there's the Petite Le Mans that it's 4 hours of Road Atlanta. But yeah, I really like the Spec Miata has really opened my eyes to racing series that I can join. So we are trying to raise up enough money right now to buy. I'm trying to raise up enough money to buy myself right now a Spec Miata because the Spec Miata a race car is $10,000 to $15,000. It's doable. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's a lot of money, but it is you gotta keep an open mentality. And 15,000 to me doesn't. I feel like I can make that work. That is 100% a doable goal because you think about Formula 4 and it's like a Formula 4 car run you 55 grand. The Ligier JS F4 is $55,000. That is also doable, but not as doable as 15,000. 15,000 is something people spend on a car, right? And this would be a race car. It would be a very good race car. And they have the Teen Mazda Challenge. That the Teen Mazda Challenge can take me to the um Mazda MX-5 Cup Challenge or the shootout, and then from there they take you to IMSA. IMSA is one of the highest levels of motorsports. It's shown here. It's a pretty high up. Also, Racing Prodigy runs with the Radical SR8. All of these like it's just something that like I was thinking about this the other day. Like I don't see a future in my life where I am completely satisfied where I have not driven or am driving a real race car. it's just one of those things where I found such a deep passion for racing. It is genuinely like it has become my life. Racing has become my life. Constantly, I'm watching replays of Formula One, watching replays of WEC and IMSA, all of that to learn from these drivers. And yeah, it's just like it's such an incredible opportunity that God has given me, and it's I am eternally grateful for all of this stuff because none of this like none of this I've really like okay, let me rephrase this. I've worked very hard for this, right? The triple monitors, the PC, the laptop, the steering wheel, the pedals, everything here, right? I've worked hard for it. But at the end of the day, God is who gave me all of this because I can put in all the work I want, but God gives you success and gives you that path to get there. Because it's like, yeah, I could have made all the money to buy this, but that doesn't necessarily mean I would have had all of this. Because if you guys didn't know, the way I afforded all of this, I started buying and selling rims, brand new rims, and I sold them. But the reason I was able to is because my dad started a business where he sells rims and tires. And from there, we went to buy from this other guy who had bought 200 sets of brand new rims from Discount Tire for a really cheap price. And he was able to sell them to me. So all of this is like people got stuff and stuff and stuff. And all of this was so I could be here in this moment right now, streaming to however many people there are, working on my goal to become a real life driver. And all of this stuff is just such an absolute blessing to me. And it is so crazy how when you put your mind to the thing, you start working towards it, right? Like, because right now, like, you got to envision it too. Like, I already see myself sitting in that Ligier JSF4. I already see the Mazda MX-5 sitting in my driveway. Or I already see myself buying my first motorcycle. All of this stuff, you got to think about it first and then just it starts coming to you. You got to like you think about it and then you start working towards it and then once you get there, you're like, "Dang, like I really got here." But none of this would be possible without God and it's genuinely such a absolute blessing and I know it's like for I don't know, like I just like to talk about this stuff. It's crazy. It astonishes me how like all of this is there, but I will jump into the Ligier, no, the Olton Park circuit for a little bit. See what lap times we can get. Hmm. Oh yeah, it's way past that time. Uh, it's what 5:15. We still have time. Okay. Face ID doesn't want to work, and I have gloves on, so I'll leave that for later. But yeah, really excited for Formula One to come back on in February. It starts on the 11th. The preseason testing. Dang, actually, that reminds me. I need to pay for Apple TV Plus. I've never had Apple TV Plus. Like, I've never had an iPhone, right? So I don't even know how that stuff works. I've sold iPhones. I've sold many iPhones, and so I'm experienced with that. But yeah, now it's gonna be 5 years of paying for Apple TV Plus to be able to watch Formula One. But it comes with its perks, and also we have Peacock, and there's like a Peacock Apple TV Plus bundle that's like $2 more than the subscription we have now. So it's not that bad, but it's just the fact that I can't watch it on DirecTV anymore. On or like to the people who are playing for Sky Sports or like Sky Sports TV or something, whichever one it was. But yeah, really excited to see. Also, the Cadillac car is set to be unveiled on Sunday, actually. The Super Bowl isn't that far off, so cool stuff. I'll jump into it. I'll do 3 laps, and I'll see where we hold up, and I will talk to you guys after.
If you cut that corner, we've got a slow down penalty.
I will say I'm very used to the Olton Park International layout, and this layout is throwing me off. Let me see. Where's that? Where's the little? Not here. So I hit a little spin. Pretty good. If you guys remember my drifting, whenever I started drifting, there's something called a 360 entry. It looks like that, but right. Dang, I can't point to my other monitors, but right here, usually you brake and you turn this way, over here to this road. That kind of threw me off the first time I passed, and then also usually take the chicane that was back over there. But it is definitely a simple track, but even though I say simple, it takes time for you to learn it. That is also something I have to learn before I get into real racing. Taking the car slow on the first lap, like not causing a spin, like right there, not accelerating on the dirt. But yeah, it'll be a fun race. It'll definitely be a fun race next week. Not next week, Wednesday. Okay. I put my gloves on my steering wheel and the steering wheel just recalibrated so they fell. But yeah. Super cool gloves. Just display them right there. And the Red Bull logo is on the grips. They feel super nice. Really premium for the price. But yeah. Really good race. Really, really good race. And we are super close to getting out of rookies. Wow. If you guys see right there, this thing right here, that monitor with the seat behind my seat, I could probably reach it, but I'm not that prone to do it. Where's my hand? I have to look at the camera over here. Right there, that that is a flight simulator. I fly the F-22 Raptor in DCS. It is such a fun plane because I've also driven the F-15. That one's also super fun. The only thing is that one is very difficult to turn on. You have to turn on a million different things. You have to bring the stuff. The F-22 Raptor's like 16 buttons, so it's not that hard. I might do content on that, but I do need to get a whole bunch of extenders because my PC is right there. The connectors are over there, so it'll take some length. But thank you everybody. Thank you to everybody who's been watching. Specifically, thank you to my pretty girl for watching my streams and watching me drive cars and supporting me in everything I do. So thank you to everybody for watching. I will see you guys on Wednesday. I will be streaming MX-5 at Olton Park Circuit, Olton Park Foster, and yeah, I hope all of y'all have a great rest of y'all's day, and yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.